I'm halfway to my goal. Welcome back to Writer's Theory. I'm James Winterthorn, and today is day 44 of my writing project in which I'm trying to write a novel in less than 90 days. So 44 days ago, I embarked on a journey to write a novel in less than 90 days. And I know 44 days is an odd day to have kind of a milestone check-in. But the reason I'm doing that is with today's writing session, I achieved halfway. I am halfway to my goal of 80,000 words. So I have some goals here. I'm going to share those again because I think it's been a minute since I've shared my goal slide with you. So my purpose here with this video series is to write a novel in less than 90 days. That novel, my goal for the length of the novel is 80,000 words. So the minimum length of a novel. I want to write the first draft, within the first 90 days. So it gives me about a 10-day buffer. As you can guess, I've already eaten up 4 days of that. I'm going to record all of the writing sessions, and I'm recording an overview video of each one, which is what you're watching now, and upload each of those videos. I will then edit the manuscript once the first draft is done. I'll create some cover art, and I will publish it directly through, I will publish it directly to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So that's the project that I'm working on here. If you're new to this series, that's what's happening here. I'm writing a Western using a course that I created earlier this year. It's nice to just get out and write something and have a fun project like this. I always wanted to write a Western, but I tend to stay in fantasy and sci-fi. So writing a Western is a new experience for me, and this gives me that opportunity. I also wanted to demonstrate what my course N90 Novel Roadmap looks like and how you can write a prescriptive novel, have it be your own, and do it in less than 90 days. So that's what I'm doing here. If you're familiar with what I'm doing here, I'm going to share my writing session for day 44, which is not the same day I'm recording this video. So you'll see I'm wearing a different clothes. I think I'm even wearing a hat in today's video. But I recorded that session for day 44. It was a few days ago. I'm recording this video now to share that video with you, that writing session. And I've obviously edited it. I've edited it all together. And, you can watch me write out this story. So today we're picking up where my main character, Cole Mercer, he has just arrived in Trinidad. This has been an event that we've been building to for really the whole book, except all the way from chapter 2. So he's at the inn, and he's done what the innkeeper has asked to pass along information to Alvarez, his partner so far, or at least his colleague. So let's get to that, and let's see what happens on day 44. So he just got into the bath here, and I wanted there to be a moment of just the water just being filthy from his journey so far. Still trying to keep the descriptions high from what might be going on in the inn at the time. You see, I'm not wearing a cowboy hat. It's a full brimmed hat, but it's more of like a hiking hat. But it kind of looks the part. Really don't own any cowboy hats, or I guess they're cowboy hats, Western hats. And so now we finally see Alvarez, since all the way since the second chapter. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it here, where he's like taking a bath and she's just stepping in on him. And really like a little bit of time to like refamiliarize each other with the situation, the fact that they're actually seeing each other again. They're still a little, even though they've been through some things together, they don't know each other that well. So I want that to be a little apparent. I wanted her to point out the fact that he is like in this dangerous situation and just doesn't mind like being completely vulnerable. So he's just catching her up. I don't like to spend too much time retelling parts of stories I've already told. I know I mentioned this in another video, but it's easy to if we need content or to feel the need to recap something that we've already told. So unless the character telling the other character what has already happened, what's already been written and in the story, is going to add to the benefit of the story, it's going to drive our narrative forward, we can use a little exposition to have that explanation happen. So exposition still has its place in fiction storytelling, and it's when you need to convey information quickly, where explaining it or not explaining it, when showing that information doesn't add to the story, and it might in fact bore the reader and therefore detract from our story. So I'm a big proponent of using a narrative style and describing things and letting the reader have the experience. But we don't need to tell the story twice, right? So there are places where exposition is very helpful and certainly benefits the story. So I try not to get too much into what happened unless it adds value. So I'm not going to have Mercer explain everything that happened to him up to this point when he met the Apache, but he does need a little explanation. Well, let's get back into the rest of day 44 and see the rest of their reunion. So here they're just sharing a little bit about the experiences they've had with the Native American tribe. Yeah, the Truly there, that's like, I think I wanted her, like I'm kind of, with Maria, I'm really struggling to find her voice. Because early on I had her speaking a lot of Spanish, but I'm trying to get the story out quickly, so I tend to forget that at times. And so the Truly, I just wanted, I'm going to go back and maybe there's like serio or something that is more accurate to how a Spanish speaker who's fluent in both languages, but how they might respond to something. Because I still want to have that be a part of her character. And so he's filling her in here. I think this does add to the story because we want some interaction between the two of them. But I'm not going to keep it to like pages and pages. So you can see it's just a few back and forth lines of dialogue to reacquaint these two characters. I wanted her to poke a little fun at him for his willingness to just like take a bath when there are people out trying to kill him. All right. So halfway there. So I don't know if you saw that. Like I just got past 40,000 words. Now I don't know that this story is going to end at 80,000 words. It probably will go a little past that. I don't know yet, just until I finish writing it. Like I might wrap up the story and consider the narrative done before 80,000 words. I just don't know. That's just my goal. So that being my goal, having gotten past 40,000 is a great milestone. That's halfway there. Still going strong. Still feeling great about the project, and really building steam. And this habit that I've been building by attempting to write every day is really paying off in terms of my ability to get in front of the keyboard and tell this story, and to push through those times when maybe I don't feel like writing, and just continuing to have my mind in a writing mindset. It's going really well. So very, very happy with the story so far. So with each day's writing session, I pull out what are my favorite lines or my favorite line for the day. And so I'm going to share today's line of the day. Maybe next time, don't be so eager to wait for killers while you're naked as Adam. So this is the line that we ended the writing session on. I liked it because it has the allusion to Adam in paradise not being aware of his own nakedness, and I thought this was fitting because it had that vulnerability that I wanted in this particular scene, and it also references the religious aspect of what you might have in a Catholic character. So I like this line of the day, and that is what I ended the writing session on. So I obviously had an affinity for it as soon as I wrote it. So that's today's writing session, halfway, feeling great. Tomorrow we'll pick up and have these two reunited characters carry on with their journey, and let's see where the road takes them. If you're enjoying this writing series and you want to see if I make it to my goal of writing a novel in less than 90 days, please like and subscribe. If you're curious about the course that I've put together, I've got a link below. I also have a discount for YouTube viewers. So check that out if you are interested. No pressure, of course. So with that, tomorrow we will see what happens with these characters, and I'll see you then. And I've obviously edited it. I've edited it all together